Basavaraj! Shoulder! Up! Basavaraj! Move to the left involved! Guard of honor is ready for your inspection, sir. I seek your permission to march up the guard of honor, sir.
ನಾಡೊಂದನ್ನು ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಸುವ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ
Association, the current executive committee has conceived the 20th Biennial State Level Conference of Judicial Officers. As we are all aware, we all live in the digital world today. Everything, you name it, you see it, you feel it, is digital. Hence, the effective and timely justice. On behalf of the President and the members of the Karnataka State Judicial Officers Association, Bengaluru, I am Shankar Prakash.
ನಾನು ವೀಣಾ ಶರ್ಮಾ.
We welcome you all to the inaugural function of the 20th Biennial State Level Conference of Judicial Officers. ತಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಈ ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನಾ ಸಮಾರಂಭಕ್ಕೆ ಆದರದ
My brother and sister judicial officers from various parts of Karnataka, the association representing all the judicial officers in the state, from the cadre of entry level civil judge till once Nelson Mandela said, I quote,
ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಾದಂತಹ ಶ್ರೀಯುತ ಬಸವರಾಜ ಬೊಮ್ಮಾಯಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಇದೀಗ ಗೌರವ ಸಮರ್ಪಣೆ
ಸನ್ಮಾನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. We now request Srimati K.B. Geeta, Member Karnataka Administrative Tribunal, Bengaluru.
ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಇವರಿಗೆ ಗೌರವ ಸಮರ್ಪಣೆ. ಈಗ
It doesn't honor the honesty in the society. If it is not, the person who is sincere is not rewarded, then the society is not doing its job. Therefore, that leads to a lot of confusion in the value system of our life. And value system is a basis for every action of a human being. What is right to somebody, if it is wrong to somebody, then he will not just believe it. He will not concede it. Therefore, confrontation begins. So, a right kind of value system in the society has to be created. Otherwise, all the responsibility will come on judiciary, and judiciary, it can deliver case by case, but it can't deliver the value systems in the real sense. So value systems should come through the practices in the society. Now, if the society has become docile to this, and if society recognizes wrong things, then the judiciary system has to be punishment oriented. It is very, very important to know that any judiciary system should try to be as rewarding as possible than the punishment oriented. But however, our society throws up such a things that punishment becomes inevitable. So there is a lot of always a confrontation between reward-oriented value system, which will create much crime, much less crime, and much less disharmony in the society. So why I have been telling all this is that the time has come now that judiciary should also guide the societal justice, the societal values. The justice has to be done to a person who doesn't have any means to cry. the last man who doesn't have the capacity to cry. So imagine a man doesn't have capacity to cry. Crying is also a strength. But if a person loses a capacity to cry, then we are in a very, very pathetic condition. So all our efforts, right from my role as executive, as a legislature, we had to perform for a societal justice. We give a lot of cases to you through our legislation because of ambiguity in the law. Our endeavor should be, and I've been telling all my colleagues and all my executives also, that whenever we frame a law, whenever we frame a legislation, there should be no ambiguity in this, no scope of ambiguity. The object should be clear, the method should be clear, the law should be clear, and the purpose which the object is there has to be ultimately achieved without any kind of confusion. The ambiguity leads to disputes, and dispute will come to your doorsteps. Therefore, these are the fundamentals which I wanted to share with you. Now, regarding the technology, digitalization in the judiciary, it is at most necessary and it is need of the hour. When the things change in the society, that will be reflected into judiciary, as I said earlier. See, there is a lot of confusion between civilization and culture. Civilization, somebody has said very interestingly, they have said that what we have is a civilization and what we are is the culture. Civilization is a growth of needs of the human being. We had a cycle, now we have got a car, scooter, aeroplanes. Similarly in all the fields. In house, we have got mixies now. Earlier, in Kannada they used to call bicycle. Bicycle ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಬಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಹಾಡಿದ್ದು ತವ್ರ ಮನೆ ನೆನೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹಾಡು ಹಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಜೋಳ ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೀಸ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಆ ಬಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಹಾಡು ಹೋಗಿದೆ, ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಹೋಗಿದೆ, ಈಗೆಲ್ಲ ಟರ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಮಿಕ್ಸಿ ಮಾತ್ರ. So, civilization has grown. The culture has to be built up. What we are should be defined. So when we do the digitalization in the judiciary, which is at most necessary, we should see that a human component is always there in the inbuilt system of digitalization. We have got e-filing, video conference, lot of digitalization is happening place. That's really good. It is really improved the speed of the judiciary and it has burdened the less on the staff of the judiciary. At the same time, we have to see that a human element is always alive in the whole system what we create. In 90s we had globalization, privatization, liberalization. In Kannada they say ಖಾಸಗೀಕರಣ, ಉದಾರೀಕರಣ, ಜಾಗತೀಕರಣ. ಈ ಮೂರು ಜಾಗತೀಕರಣ, ಉದಾರೀಕರಣ, ಖಾಸಗೀಕರಣದ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಅಂತಃಕರಣವನ್ನು ಮರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅಂತಃಕರಣ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಟುಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಭಾಳ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಈ ಡಿಜಿಟಲೈಸೇಷನನ್ನು ಸದುಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸರ್ಟನ್ಲಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ in building up your logic in your justice, but ultimately the decision to give justice in particular case should be on the rightness and consciousness of a judicial officer. That is very much essential, and I am proud that Indian judiciary has kept it conscious right above everybody, and we are already proud of it. And we have Justice Chandrachud and Bommai here. They have been a very, very seasoned justice, and they have gone through so much of judicial activity, and they have handled different circumstances which are totally unpredicted in their lifetime, and it came from different states. They have been very upright, and they have not only delivered justice, they have delivered human justice to a lot of people. Therefore, I am really happy that they are gracing this occasion, and let all the judicial officers be benefited through their experience and their thoughts. And our own Nagaratna madam is here. I was just talking to her. I said, Madam, you are going to be the first woman Chief Justice of India. She said, I don't know. Then I said, we know that you are going to become. But she was very quick to retort that I have to put a lot of hard work, sincere hard work. That's what she is, and we are proud of her. And our Chief Justice has brought a new dimension for Karnataka High Court through his, not only justice, through his thoughts, and the deliverance is really solved a lot of our problems. See, it is so, we have to work together. That is one way of thinking. The other way of thinking is, without us, you don't have a job. So we create a lot of cases for you. But that's how it is. We are independent, but at the bottom of the line, to give justice to the society, we are also interdependent. And let us all put all our heads together and all our efforts, sincere efforts, to give justice to not only who seek, you have to give justice those who doesn't seek, but they need this justice. And the person, you should give justice for the person who even can't cry. That last person should also get justice. And Karnataka legacy, judicial legacy, is one of the top legal legacy which we have, and we have to keep this legacy flying high, and let's strive everybody for that, and let this society be a rewarding society rather than the punishment society. Let's hope. It's a very ideal situation. I know that it's very difficult, but nothing. We don't lose anything by hoping for the best. Thank you, sir.
ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಏನಿದೆ ಹೇಳಿ. ಅದು ಯಾವ್ದು ಆಡಿಯೋ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಏನು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇಬ್ಬರು ಆರೋಪಿಗಳು ಏನೇನು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ತನಿಖೆಗೆ ಒಳಪಡಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾವ ಬಾಂಬು ಇಲ್ಲ ಏನು.
ಸರ್, ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು 6 ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಬಂದಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಬಾಂಬೆದು, ಅದೇನೋ ಪಾಕಿಸ್ತಾನ ಮತ್ತು ಸಿರಿಯಾದಿಂದ ಬಂದಿರೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ
ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾವುದೋ ಇಮೇಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ. ಹಿಂದೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಥರ ಭಾಳ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. ಅವುಗಳ ಇಮೇಲ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿ ಅವು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ದೇಶದ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದು ಆ ದೇಶದ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ಅದನ್ನು ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂಥ ನಾಗರಿಕರು ಯಾರು, ಯಾವ ದೇಶದವರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಪತ್ತೆ ಹಚ್ಚಿ ಹಿಂದೆ ಕ್ರಮ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡಂಥ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಕ್ರಮ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಭಾಳ ಗಂಭೀರವಾಗಿ ತಗೋತೀವಿ.
ಸರ್, PSI ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಬಂಧನ
ನಾವು CIDಗೆ ಮುಕ್ತವಾದ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಯಾವ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲರ ಮೇಲೂ ಕ್ರಮ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಪಕ್ಷ ಈ ಪಕ್ಷ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಕ್ಷದವರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ರಮ. ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ನಡೆಯುವಂಥ ಕೇಂದ್ರ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ನಡೆಯುವಂಥ ಸೂಪರ್ವಿಷನ್, ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ನಡೆಯುವಾಗ ಆ ಅಭ್ಯರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದವರು, ಬಾಯಿಯಿಂದ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದವರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದ ತನಿಖೆ ನಡೀತದೆ.
ಸಚಿವ ಸಂಪುಟ ವಿಸ್ತರಣೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಅಥವಾ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್? ದೇಶಫಲ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಏನು ವಿಸ್ತರಣೆ ಮಾಡಿ?
ನಾನು ವರಿಷ್ಠರ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನನಗೂ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಹೊಸಬರಿಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಅವಕಾಶ ಇದೆ, ಹೊಸ ಮುಖಗಳಿಗೆ
ಅದು ಪ್ರಕಟಣೆ ಆದಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸ್ತೀವಿ.
ಹಗರಣ ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಈಗ 402 ಫಸ್ಟು 375 ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ಈಗ 402ರಲ್ಲೂ ಅಕ್ರಮ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಿಯಾಂಕಾ ಖರ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಆಡಿಯೋ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. PSI ಮತ್ತೆ
ಅದು ಯಾವುದು ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಇದೆ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ತನಿಖೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಆಡಿಯೋ ಏನಿದೆ ನಾನು ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಆಡಿಯೋ ಇಬ್ಬರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಏನೋ ಮಾತುಕತೆ, ಅವರಿಬ್ಬರು ಯಾರು, ಅವ್ರ ಅರ್ಹತೆ ಏನು, ಅವ್ರ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಏನು, ಅವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ತನಿಖೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಆ ಆಡಿಯೋನು ಕೂಡ ತನಿಖೆಗೆ ಒಳಪಡಿಸ್ತೇವೆ. ಯಾರೇ ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಕ್ರಮ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ತೇವೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಇರಲಿ ಅದು. ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಸರ್ ದೆಹಲಿ ಹೋಗೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು
ಇದು CJ ಮತ್ತು CM ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
ಸರ್ ಕಳೆದ 15 ದಿನಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ಹುಸಿ ಬಾಂಬ್ ಕರೆ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು.
ಎಲ್ಲಿ
ಕಾಲೇಜುಗಳಿಗೆ ಶಾಲೆಗಳಿಗೆ
ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ತನಿಖೆ ಅದು
ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇವತ್ತು ಬಂದಿರೋ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನರ್ ಅವರು ಸಿರಿಯಾ ಮತ್ತು ಪಾಕಿಸ್ತಾನದಿಂದ ಇಮೇಲ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಮಾಹಿತಿ
ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಕಮಿಷನರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತನಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಆವಾಗ ಶಾಂತಿ ಕಡಲಲ್ಲೂ ಈ ಥರ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಗಳಾಗ್ತವೆ. ಹಿಂದೂ ಕೂಡ ಕಳೆದ ವರ್ಷವೂ ಆಗಿದೆ, 15 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಗಂಭೀರವಾಗಿ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ನಾವು, ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಹಗರು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ. ತನಿಖೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಇಮೇಲ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಖಂಡಿತ ಅದರ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಟ್ರೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದು ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವ ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೂಡ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಆ ಕೆಲವು ಸಂದರ್ಭಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ದೇಶದ ನಾವು ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳಿಗೂ ತಿಳಿಸಿ ಕೆಲವ್ರನ್ನ ಅರೆಸ್ಟು ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಆ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ. ಹಂಗೇನಾರು ಇದ್ದರೆ ಖಂಡಿತ ಕ್ರಮ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ.
ಸರ್ ದೆಹಲಿ ಭೇಟಿ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಬಾರಿ
ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬರೋದು